I think a lot of the game is really just like having practice with it. So let's start another run. I'm a bit sad that's how that run ended. That was very anticlimactic to just fall on the pit and die. But it is what it is. I'm a bit sad actually that I didn't get a chance to fight the boss. Oh my god, I didn't even see you. What the fuck? God, I hate enemies that are like invisible. I know he does show up before he shoots, but you know, if I don't see him before I position myself, that makes it less likely that I'm gonna see him when he shows up. Because I don't see him coming. And I think that's like the biggest difference. That kind of sucks, but again, well, it would be nice if the game didn't just freeze. But again, if like taking... Oh my god. The game freezing on me is really being a hassle. Thankfully we didn't lose HP there. But like I was gonna say, losing HP against enemies is not the biggest of deals, because it doesn't lower your chances of getting a perfect against the boss. And I think that's what really matters. Getting a perfect against the boss, so you can actually get the HP upgrade. Oh, it's a book. I thought it was a knight. The books are a little bit difficult to hit with the... I swear to god, I got stuck. My intention was to like move to this side, but I was like... I got stuck here, so... That's my bad. That's okay. That's okay. We're gonna get some health. It's not the biggest of deals. Like I said, the biggest thing is like perfecting the boss. Which I don't think we're gonna succeed in doing, but, you know, we're gonna try. Let's see what this is. Battle standard. Set your own. So I guess I unlocked something. Improves the effectiveness of companions and charmed enemies. Seems okay. I don't really have any of those though, so it doesn't immediately change my... That was bad on my part. It doesn't immediately improve my run, but maybe later on it could. We will see. I highly doubt it though, because I do think I'm gonna die before I even get any reasonable companion or anything. Like, in all of my runs so far, I don't think I've ever gotten any companions. The dog is a companion! What, really? So I guess that makes the dog give us like more loot? If that's the case, that's pretty good. I'm not gonna complain about that. And that's the game freezing again for a second. Don't worry. It's gonna come back. Any day now. Any day now. Oh, Cookboy Slim, thank you very much for the subscriptions. Much appreciated. Thank you, thank you. As we have established, this is my new canon. Thank you pose. Thank you, Nee. There we go. Thank you for the subscription. It's much appreciated. Trap is back for good. I am trying my best to come back to like streaming for good. I've been doing okay this past weeks, but I still haven't come back to actually like streaming every day of the week. That's how I used to do it before. But you know, I'm getting back into it. Getting back into the swing of things. Now I could probably buy some armor, but I'm gonna wait until I'm like fighting the boss to do that. Or maybe I would buy the gun, because my only guns right now are the crossbow and the rusty sides. Maybe I need something better for the boss. I'm not sure. What the hell is that? I assume that's nothing. Yeah, I don't think that's anything. You know what? I'm gonna go back here all the way to the start. So if the banner makes the dog better, that's pretty good. There we go. Is that a better petting? Maybe? Enhanced petting. That would be pretty good, because the dog can actually dig up HP, and since I'm like a complete noob, having some extra HP would help me a ton. Oh, a chest. Let's go. Armor every floor. Wow, this is good. Despite his skill, this render his failure inevitable. Alright. This run seems pretty blessed so far, so I'm pretty happy about that. Now, I do want to switch the crossbow for the... Well, there goes my armor. It is a blessed run, but I'm also doing horribly, so... Well, is it really that blessed? I still haven't gotten any weapons, though, so... Let's keep looking. I literally just started doing that, ironically, to make fun of skaters while I play Skate 3. Well, it's like Nico Nico Ni a thing for skaters? Is that what they do when they do like a crazy holly? They like Nico Nico Ni. Maybe not. You were one of the few streamers I ever follow on Twitch, so I'm glad you're back now. Aww, that's so kind of you. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I'm glad to be back too, I will say. I do enjoy it. Well, I'm glad I didn't lose. Ah! As I was about to say, I'm glad I didn't lose HP there, but then I immediately proceeded to lose HP, so... But yeah, I'm really glad to be back. I do have a lot of fun streaming. And I missed it a lot during the period where I wasn't streaming. Because I'm like, I don't know, I got into a situation where I was like, I wanted to play a game, but I was also like, well, if I'm gonna play a game, I might as well stream. But I was also, well, I haven't streamed in a while, so that would be weird if I just streamed out of nowhere. So that got me into a loop where I wouldn't play any games, and I also wouldn't stream, and that kind of sucked. So I'm glad I got over that. Launches Molotovs. Seems good to me. That seems like a pretty decent boss weapon. The Little Bomber is not that good for bosses. So the Little Bomber is the weapon here on the shop, right? Well, you say it's not good for bosses, so I'm not gonna pick it up. I hope the Molotov is good against bosses, because I really don't have anything else, and we've explored the whole floor, so... I think I'm gonna buy armor? I don't know. I'm just worried I'm low on health. And I'm still not able to perfect every boss, so I'm a little bit worried. Okay, I can perfect this boss. We will see, actually. I can. I don't guarantee it, though, but I'll try my best. Okay, that was decent. No! And then I immediately messed it up. Ah! Bože moi. And this gun does no damage. It's so bad. Oh my god. Save me. Save me from this nothing I've become. Well, we messed it up. That sucks. But to be fair... Well, I deserve to die there. Whatever. But to be fair, we also didn't get anything decent to fight the boss with. And I really tried to fight the boss with the goddamn Molotov gun, which was absolutely horrible. That sucked. And it is a boss that I can perfect. I perfected him just on a previous attempt. But, well, not this time, I guess. They do the hand with the limp wrist and say something like, "Phew, dude, nah," like this. No, my dude, like... But they do become like squirrels or something? Wait, is this squirrels? I don't even remember what's the animal that does this? It might just be a dog. Yeah, it's kind of like a dog, right? When they're like, give you some food. Is that what the skaters do? This is a bit weird. Ah, and here we go, the game freezing up again. Oh my god, that's wild, but I totally understand it. I moved into the city, so I've been super stressed out, and I didn't stream for like a month because it seemed like I couldn't focus, and it does become a pattern. Yeah, it can be very, very difficult. I'm still frozen, so I'm still waiting on this. But it can be very difficult. Like, a lot of people don't realize it, but streaming does like involve some, like, you do get anxious about it. Especially when you're a small stream. I guess when you're a bigger stream, you also get anxious about it, but probably for different reasons. But, well, there we go. When you're a small stream, it can be very anxiety-inducing to be like, should I stream, should I not? Because sometimes you're gonna stream and, like, nobody's gonna be there watching, right? And you're just gonna be like, by yourself, you know, like kind of like playing to the void. And that's kind of like what you have to do, you know, you have to do that to eventually get like a real audience. But like, it is anxiety inducing. You're like, I'm gonna put so much work into, well, let's try this gun now. I'm gonna put so much work and there might be nobody there to see it at all. So it does feel like you're kind of like wasting your time. Now, if you're feeling good, it is something that you do realize, no, yeah, I do realize this is something I need to do. If I'm like ever gonna grow my channel, I do need to grind. It's just how it is. And eventually I'm gonna have an audience of myself, even if it's a small audience. But if you're having anxiety, it can be difficult to get like past that hurdle of being like, am I really gonna stream to the void today? Is anybody gonna watch me? Is like, does anybody even care? So yeah, streaming, it's not a hard job, but it can be pretty anxiety inducing. And I assume when you become a bigger streamer, you still have anxiety, but for other reasons. More like worrying about whether this time your stream is gonna reach your goals. I guess that's the same anxiety, just on a different scale. Hello, looking good without him. How are you doing on this evening? I hope you're doing well. It's nice to see you. But yeah, streaming, it's not that it is a difficult job, but it is, oh my god, I didn't even see the small boys. Oh no, I'm in a terrible place. Ah! Let me out. It's not a difficult job, but it is a job that requires, like... That was bad, oh my god. And I know that, yeah, there's a ghost boy here. Just be careful with that. It does require you to be well mentally, and if your schedule is tough because of university or because of work, it makes it very difficult to keep up with it, because any level of mental stress that you've got is gonna make streaming more difficult, and it's gonna make it less likely that you're gonna be streaming, because it really takes over, like, in your head. You combine the stress of just being like, I'm tired, I had a long day at work, or I had a long day at university, and the anxiety of being like, is anybody even gonna watch me? When you compound those two things together, it can be quite tough. And yeah, you're playing games, it's supposed to be fun and all that, but I think I'm gonna get ammo for the crossbow, to be honest. Like, the bubble gun seems okay, but you do need to be pretty close to use that. I think I want to buy some hearts. The pitchfork is really good, though. And there we go, that's the skater gun, the rad gun. There we go, no, it's this, the skaters do this. That's a skater gun. Where's your boy? Molotov is great, but you gotta switch weapons when you set someone on fire. That does make sense. It does make sense, doesn't it? However, as I have established before, I'm horrible at switching weapons, and every time I try to switch weapons, I do horribly and just take damage. So maybe the Molotov is good, but maybe it's not for me. At least right now. I do, well, there goes my blank. I do want the pitchfork though. I do know the pitchfork is pretty good. It really does suck that I just wasted my blank on the shop, but you know what? That's okay. So, I still do not know what this does. I know I can, like, push the barrel. I'm gonna do it, but, like, I've done this before, and nothing happened, so I have no idea. Like, I'm in, but there's nothing here, I don't think. Oh! Okay, something happened. Interesting. So, all I had to do was click E inside the fireplace. I see. Do the hand thing. Yeah, this. But then flop it around. Like this? What? Is this what skaters do? Nah, dude. Actually, I think I've seen someone do this before. Nah, dude. There we go. So that's the reverse of the Nico Nico Ni. Interesting. There we go. That's the boss. I do want to buy the trident before I fight the boss, though. The bubble blaster does deal a lot of damage, but I do need to be really close. I don't want to get that close to the bosses. Reload after shooting bubbles? Wait. Oh! Oh my god. Okay, that actually seems pretty decent. Maybe I'll try fighting the boss with that. Maybe not. Maybe I'll try clearing some rooms with this. And then we'll see how I do. I don't want to risk it on the boss though, because I do want to try to perfect the boss. Which seems very unlikely considering my level of skill. But you know what? That's okay. Okay, I see. I see how this works. It's kind of like anti-grav in Isaac, I guess. Wait, I switched weapons? That wasn't intentional. I'm surprised I didn't die there. Like, very, very surprised. But you know what? I'll take it. I'm curious though, why didn't these bubbles fly off on the enemies? It seems like only a few of the bubbles do, which is a bit confusing. I guess I'll keep trying to use it so I can understand how it works properly. Yeah, it seems like only a few of the bubbles actually like fly on the enemies. I'm not sure. Maybe it's like the few most recent ones. Maybe not. Wow, thanks for the health. That helps a lot. I'm a bit confused, but it seems a lot better now that I know you can actually like kind of push the bullets. What is this? Heavy bullets. Thunk. Who could have thunk? Increases damage at the cost of bullet velocity. So that seems bad for the bubble, because the bubble is already like very slow. But, you know, increases bullet damage, so I assume that's like a really good thing, isn't it? Can I buy the tridents? No, I cannot. I think I'm gonna save money. Maybe after the boss I can buy the trident, and then I can have the trident for the next floor. That seems okay. Yeah, getting started with streaming is 60% psychological and 40% money. Yeah. Yeah. And I don't think it's just getting started. I think even like to continue streaming, the psychological aspect is a big deal. Do I want to try to use the crossbow against the boss? Because I do struggle with dodging. I don't know. Do I want to try to use the bubble blaster against the boss? I don't know, dude. The rad gun is so good. I don't think I have money for it though. I think it's like 45. 65. I'm not gonna have money for that, I don't think. I like the pitchfork. The pitchfork is good, but I can't buy it before the boss fight. And I'm in a situation now where I'm like, what weapon do I even use against the boss? I'm gonna try to use the frog, but I think it's gonna go horribly for me. We'll see. Hi, how are you? I'm doing pretty okay. Thank you for asking. Looking into it, how him? Having fun with Gungeon, though I am pretty terrible at it. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch the crossbow, because I think you need to kill that boy before you start focusing on the boss. Maybe. Well, there goes the perfect. Kinda sucks. You know what? I'm just gonna keep the crossbow. This boss, he has a large hitbox, so I can actually hit him pretty okay with the crossbow. Now, it is a shame that I messed up, because I'm doing pretty okay now. So this is like definitely doable for us to perfect, but sadly I messed it up. Sadly I don't have a blank, so I kind of like got in a bad position for that. Okay, the crossbow is good. It does deal a lot of damage. It's just difficult to aim with. But since this boss has such a large hitbox, it wasn't that bad. Now, sadly, we did not perfect. That's what I was afraid of. Jota. Seems pretty good, actually. I like it. I am gonna go back to the shop, though, and buy the trident, because I know the trident is good. The pitchfork, sorry. So, it does suck. Not getting an HP upgrade is a big deal, especially when you're bad at the game. It's a bit weird, right, that they would lock the HP upgrades behind you being good. Because you only really need the HP upgrades if you're bad. Bit weird, isn't it? But I guess that's fine. I guess I just need to get better. That's all that it comes down to. But I think next time I fight that guy, I can definitely perfect him. Because I almost did. I just accidentally got shot by like a single thingy. So next time I can definitely do better. Try to make the bubble gun work, but the range is a bit of a concern. Even when you reload, some of the bullets just don't go that far. It is strong though, so that's good, but it's a bit difficult to use. Synergy. Did I get a synergy? Oh, I did. With the Jota. Oh yeah, it makes the bullets bigger. Even bigger maybe? It seems pretty good, but I do kind of like want to save it for the boss fight maybe. Because I'm not worried about clearing the rooms that much. I think I can clear the rooms pretty okay. I'm mostly worried about like the boss. And I am gonna take the ammo for the bubble gun. The bubble gun is doing pretty well for us actually. Like I'm pretty happy about this. But it was getting low on ammo, so it's nice to get a refill. Now this boy is pretty difficult. I always have a tough time handling them. Sadly, I did take damage there, but that's okay. Still not sure how the bubbles work. Some of the bubbles go forward, some of them don't. That's okay. I'm sure I'll learn eventually. How far have you gotten into the game? Not very far. I think the furthest I've been was like level 4 maybe? Level 3 or 4. So like, not very far at all. On this run today, this stream today, I've gotten to the 3rd floor only. But I'm not sure how far I've gotten on the previous stream. This is like my 2nd time ever playing Gungeon, so... I should have dodged roads. That's okay. So I've never gotten that far, because I'm still like learning how to fight some of the early game bosses. Oh my god, did you really teleport all the way there? Please just die, thank you. And I think your ability to get further into the game depends a lot on you getting health upgrades by perfecting the bosses. And I'm still struggling to perfect many of the bosses, so... I haven't been able to get that far in the game yet. Oh, there's a boy there. Well... Okay. I should have reloaded. Didn't get hit though, so that's fine. These bullets do ricochet on the walls. Need to be aware of that. Okay, not bad, not bad, not bad. Cannot access the shop from here, that's fine. Let's go over this way. I would have blank, but I don't have any. I just got in such a horrible situation there. Oh, my crossbow bolts are actually so much bigger now. I might actually be using the crossbow now. It's just pretty good. Not even because it increases that damage, but because it makes it easier to actually hit the enemies with them. The biggest thing with the crossbow is definitely like, it's difficult to hit enemies with it, but this is pretty good. I don't know, I might use the rusty sidearm to be honest. Well, this decision has clearly costed me my life. It's clearly costed me. It's clearly cost me my life. So there we go. That's the end of that run. Sadly, but to be fair, that run was going pretty poorly, to be honest.